This is Ripley. Nostromo. The network will pick me up. This is Ripley. signing off.
Так, чек. Работает. Отлично. Жаль, если заработало. Так, и... О. Так. Immense Account Settings. Миссинг, нахуй. Full screen, да, блядь. Окей. Здорово, Василь. Да, нормально, живой, ты чё как-то? А что там, вальхулм катаешь? Так, GPU скейле, нихуя, 130 теперь, бай. Reflection, control code, water reflection, давай нахуй, хуй. Антилясинг, бля, давай нахуй, максимум, хз. Вот quality, хуй. Блум, это нахуй так. Миши, максимум FPS 144. Should be social control when cost of real should be shown. Громко, да? Сейчас. Бешеная в играх. Музик. Так, нормас. Возможно, мне нужно будет в целом прикрутить игру. Ну, на стриме. Буду засыпан. Нет, Василь, я в этой жизни, не поеду больше на Кавказ. Нахуй. Просто нахуй. Меня заебало, я отравление, блядь. Хамство. Крики Аллах Акбар в 4 ночи, блядь. Еще когда по тебе еще артой ебашат, блядь. Когда ты приехал им бабки свои отдавать. Нахуй, блядь. Будут деньги, я, блядь, в Европу, нахуй. Нету денег, вон, блядь. У меня справа стоят мои лыжи салатовые. Вот я на них смотрю. Новенькие, блядь, знаешь, без дырочек. Крепы не вставленные, целочки, блядь, салатовые, яркие, блядь. Широкие, фрирайдовые, блядь. 136 в талии, блядь. Они радуют мой глаз, блядь. Но нет, Вася. А так-то все было засыпано вот с конца января. У нас в Старополе как попер снег. У нас снег вот потаял только дня 4 назад. А так все это время все было засыпано. Еще можно немножко. Давай еще немножко. А вот клики. Хотя толку от кликов надо. Так, new game. Так, что у нас там дальше было? Графику все чекнут. Короче, динамика, да, похуй. Какие-то бордеры, так, сеттинги, game language. Каждый год. Нормально, каждый год сохранять. Так что, если любитель реального экстрима, бля, когда по тебе ебашат с пушек, ну катайся. Я нахуй ебал, я, блядь. Съезди в Донбай, у них там нововведение, блядь. Год назад в 4 утра, ебать, там мечеть орет, блядь, что, блядь. А, блядь, аж с кровати падал, нахуй. Такой нежный стал, да? Такой нежный, блядь, стал, нахуй. Неженка ебаная, тряпка. Тряпка, блядь. Ссатая. Лох ебаный. Так, new game, let's go. Так, ох, блядь, так. Welcome, Crusader Kings Deep Strategy Game of Dynasties and Intrigue. If you are new to the world, we strongly recommend you to play tutorial. Окей, да, туториал то, что надо мне. In the tutorial you will play as pretty king Мурчат. Короче, мы будем говорить за короля Мурчата какого-то, бля. Имя такое себе. Rule in Ireland, lead your family and dynasty to defeat your enemies and become king of Ireland, блядь. Так, play tutorial. Ты никогда не катал в эту игру? Что типа цивилизации. Так, welcome to Crusader Kings. You are a medieval ruler. Your mind may be brief, but through your hires you can bring your dynasty to prominence. Land is yours for the taking, but way of the sword or through marriage. And clever diplomacy can extend your reach far beyond the wildest dream of any conqueror. There is no way to win in Crusader Kings III, only different ways to enjoy your story as it unfolds. Чё? Тебе никого нельзя победить? Захватить весь мир, не? Use WSD keys. Так, WSD to move. You can also move the cursor to the pen. Ага. Pressing home will take you to. А ну-ка. Home. To zoom. Use. Ага. Different information is displayed at different zoom levels. Detail map, political maps, paper maps. Это где? Different zoom level. Detailed map. А, это paper map. Да, вот написано paper map. Political map. And detail map. А что-то Вархем далеко прошел вообще? Zoomed in, you have an ability to select and manage your holdings. Zooming out gives you an overall of the realms. Alright. Crusader Kings spends 100 years and many generations. Right now, time is standing still because the game is paused. This part of the tutorial will keep the game paused while we walk you through some game concepts. Sometimes you will see blue highlighted text. This means you can hover your cursor over the words to display an information tools. Highlighted text. Some of these tooltips may also have highlighted words, which can also be tool-tipped for further information. Duchy is a title ranking below a kingdom and above a country. Duchy can lead to country, which can lead to barony. Baronies are the lowest ranked titles and have the smallest footprint on the map, organized into larger countries. Barony titles must always have a holder if they contain a holding. By default, it takes a couple of seconds for tooltip to lock in for mouse overs. This can be adjusted in the game settings. Takes a couple seconds to lock in. Okay. To continue, place your cursor over the highlighted text. Alright. Hover over the highlighted phrase inside the highlighted text tooltip. Oh. Huh? Ah. Okay, понял. Neat. Great fucking job. Show me again, I'm so fucking stupid. Next. Okay. Короче, Вася съебался, так не ответив мне. Окей, бля. Rules of the land. Now let's talk about the game. Everything takes place on the map before you. The words consist of large and small territories. Landed titles. Landed titles. A title is a screenshot of certificate of land ownership. Smallest unit of land on the map is the barony. The baronies are organized into larger areas called countries. Countries de jure belongs to a duchy, duchies to a kingdom, and kingdoms to an empire. Duchies, kingdoms, and empire do not always have a holder, but are titles that can be created by a ruler who controls enough of the corresponding territory. Duchies do not always have holder, but titles can be created. Without equation, a ruler who controls the majority of not yet created titles, the jure land will be able to create its associated title. Creating title costs gold, but gives prestige. Gold, бля, ебать, сносок, бля. Gold will represent all unique assets of the character, their wealth. It can be spent on many things, most notably construction, buildings. I brought that the construction as well, блядь, пиздец. Plain for regiment. A regiment is a group of soldiers of a single type. AG, archers, footmen, and levies. Although levies are organized into... Although levies? What the fucking levies? Wait a sec, levies. Oh, shit. Эй, блядь, где это было? Build gold. Блядь. Блядь. Gold. Regiment. Levies. The bulk of most armies is made up of levies. Each holding provides a set number of levies to their holders. Блять. Bulk of most armies is made up of levies. Each holding provides a set number of levies to their holder. Vassals, in turn, provide a part of their levies to their liege. A vassal is a ruler who has sworn fealty to another ruler, their liege. The vassal provides their liege with levies and taxes, their obligation in exchange for protection. Блять. If the vassal opinion of their liege is low, they may join factions or scheme to replace their liege with someone else. Woo! Vassal opinion. Every character has a one-way opinion of every other character represented by a value ranging from -100 to +100. The opinion that another character has of you is of crucial importance, for it will drive their behavior. You should be especially wary of the opinions of your powerful vassals, spy master, and spouse. Who the fuck are you? Spy master is your counselor in charge of matters of intrigue and intelligence. Beware of having a disloyal spy master. They can easily conceal and participate in murders against you and your close family. Counselors are the primary assistants of any ruler and make up the council. There are 6 positions of the councils: Chancellor, Marshal, Steward, Spymaster, Court, Chaplain, or Realm Priest, and finally your spouse. Fuck. Chancellor is a Chancellor charge of diplomacy. Is a Chancellor in charge of diplomatic efforts, both inside and outside the realm. Marshal is a chief commander, charge your military matters. Okay, Steward, and the main administrator. For example, matter of taxation, culture, and development. Domain. A ruler's domain is a collection of all holdings they personally own. The very static domain limits means that rulers have to rely on vassals to increase the size of their realm. Yeah, no shit. Okay, Spymaster is your council, charge of matter of beware of having a disposal matter. Okay. Court Chaplain. The court chaplain is a counselor. What is chaplain? Where is my application? Let's translate. Chaplain, please find. Капеллан, священник в армии. Священник капеллан. Chaplain. The court chaplain is a counselor in charge of religious and spiritual affairs in faith with the lay clergy. Doctrine, блять. Doctrine. Doctrine. Okay, please. Doctrine. Okay, doctrines could be considered religious laws that determine what is acceptable behavior within a faith. Faith is a specific denomination of a larger religion. All characters and countries have a faith just as they have a culture. Each faith is defined by a set of doctrines with far-reaching consequences for its adherents. Each is defined by a set of doctrines with far-reaching consequences for its adherents. Each faith also have a fervor value with which controls how vulnerable it's to heresy. Rulers and countries convert into other faith within the same religion. Rulers. Religion can consist of many different denominations. The fuck is denomination? Denomination called faiths. Religions in turn belong belong to one of three large religious families: Abrahamic, Eastern, and Pagan. Country's culture, represent language and customs of a characters or country. Doctrines could be considered religious laws and determine what is acceptable. Okay. Fervor. The fervor is the faith ranges from 1 to 100. Okay, fervor. Fervor. However, the low fervor makes it easy for rulers to create new faiths of their own and increase likelihood. Так, likelihood. Шанс. Вероятность. Likelihood. Likelihood of countries and characters conversion to the faith including heresies. With hyper increase country conversion speed. Change naturally with time. Smaller faiths tend to have higher fervor. Larger faiths tend to have low fervor. Waging great holy wars and successful holy wars will decrease fervor. Being the target will increase fervor. Okay, being the target will increase fervor. Нихуя непонятно. Так. High fervor, increase country conversation speed. Окей. Когда меня атакуют, у меня что, блядь, проблемы с верой начинаются? Странно. Они наоборот любят должны. То есть я атакую, вера выше, блядь. Меня атакуют, вера ниже, блядь. Хуйня какая-то, блядь. То есть проблема с ниже. С верой начинается. Being target will increase fervor. Outbreaks. Being target will increase fervor. Outbreaks of heresy will increase fervor significantly. Fervor for the faith is low, an outbreak of heresy might occur. Okay, heresy. Такое heresy, блядь. Heresy, это ересь. When that happen, a ruler of the low fervor faith will convert to another faith, becoming a heresy. Right? Heresy. Ересиарх. Ёп, что это такое? Heresiarch. The character is a local leader of heretical sect. becoming a heresiarch. They will then spread their new faith to their countries and vassals. If an outbreak is minor, what is outbreak? Outbreak начало. The outbreak is minor, it will stop there. If it's a major outbreak, more rules in the same area will convert. If you are in that area, you also get the choice to convert should you so desire. Okay. Okay, это faith, cultures, doctrines. Okay, heresy. Heresy, okay. Doctrines. Так, word. Как, блять, я уже забыл, как он произносится. Так, как его там, Кеплейн? Это был Кеплейн. Чаплин, блядь. Чаплин. Чаплин. Or Realm Priest. Or Realm. Realm королевства, ебать. Realm. Realm Priest is a counselor in charge of religious and spiritual affairs and faiths with the theocratic doctrine. Подожди, это, блядь, Card Chaplain. Card Chaplain is a counselor in charge of religious and spiritual affairs with the lay clergy. Secular liberals directly control their own temple holdings and get all associated with lay clergy. Лей, блядь, ебать, начну играть вообще. Lay clergy. Lay clergy. Realm priest, spiritual, theocratic. Temple holdings are leased out to their holders. Temple, блядь. Temple leased. Так. To be a holder realm priest, who then serves them as a theocratic vassals. Only sanctioned priest can be entrusted with upholding your faith doctrines and, by extension, with managing and caring for our sacred places. Unlike their lay clergy equivalent, court chaplains, realm priests automatically lease all temple holdings in the ruler's domain, and also receive a portion of taxes and levies from vassal realm priests. Real priests provide their liege is liege. Liege. A liege is a ruler with at least one vassal. Liege. Liege. Liege, повелитель. Liege. Liege may themselves be vassals in higher ranked rules and so on. Okay, with levies. Levies. Please provide the liege, taxes and the liege with levies and taxes if they have a positive opinion of them. The higher of the opinion of the liege, the more they will provide. Royal priest with a low opinion of their liege will not provide them with any taxes or levies and might cause problems. Okay, and finally your spouse, блять. Супруг, по-моему, да? Spouse. Ебаный, блядь, Google Keyboard, блядь. Spouse. Spouse. Spouse, the character's husband or wife, the result of a marriage. In order to have legitimate offspring. Offspring. In order to have legitimate offspring and produce hairs. Heirs. You should have a spouse or concubine. What the fuck? The bastards can be legitimized. Concubinage. Не надо, блять. Concubinage. Concubinage or consort. What the consort. Consort. Consort, male, is the lesser status than a spouse, allowed in face with a consort and concubines doctrine. Unlike marriage, concubinage does not yield yield alliances. Concubine. Concubine. Concubines can also be set aside. Can also be set aside at will. What up? Set aside at will. Set aside at will without the complications of a divorce. Set aside. Set aside at will without the complication of divorce. The children of concubines are considered legitimate. Child born of marriage parents are considered legitimate, as opposed to bastards who may not inherit any titles. The children of concubines are also considered legitimate, though a slightly lower status. So bastards, it's not about concubinage. Okay. Concubinage is mutually exclusive with polygamous. Mutually. Mutually. Rulers if mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive with polygamous rulers is allowed by general law. Can have up to 4 spouses. Having too few spouses will incur a petty penalty. Incur. Incur PT. It represents the virtue of a character. Virtue. Это достоинство. Kind of proud. Acting piously. Блять. PT. Piety. Piety и piously. piously. According to the doctrine, to the faith will increase the character piety. Piety can be seen on various religious matters depending on government form, doctrines, etc. Each time a character gains piety, they also progress toward the next level of devotion. Rural government form determines what kind of laws they have access to, as well as the obligation they have to... Сколько же стримлю, блять? This 46 минут читает хуйню. Ай, блядь. Ай, что за игра? Rules government form determines what kind of laws, laws they have access to, as well as what obligation they have to the liege if they are not independent. The government forms are feudal, tribal, clan, theocracy, and republic. Yeah, but... Я как, блядь, на курсы юрфака попал, блядь, заново. Ёбаный рот. Okay, rules government form determines what kind of laws they have access to, as well as what obligation. What is obligation? Vassal obligation. Vassal obligations define how much tax and how many levies a vassal provides to their liege. The vassal's government form decides what the vassal obligation are. Obligation. What is obligation? What is fucking obligation? Obligation, обязанность, okay. For example, feudal vassal have their vassal obligations set by their feudal contract. Okay, what the fuck feudal contract is? A feudal contract specifies the obligations between the feudal vassal and their liege. Only the feudal government form allows each vassal to negotiate the obligation individually. Only the feudal government form allows each vassal. Okay. Special contracts such as March, блять, март, блять, что такое, нахуй? Блять, Марч, это март, блять. Это март. Марк, может, типа, патриархат, хуй его знает. Скарич. Бать, нет такого слова, нахуй. And... Palatinate, блять. Palatinat, заебись перевод. Contracts can only be held by Duchy tier vessels or above. Блять. Это, короче, Маркс Scottish. Okay. Feudal vassals pay a percentage of their total taxes and levies through the feudal taxes and feudal levies obligations. These contribution, a modifier may change. Что такое modifier, блядь? Modifier is an effect that changes a value over a longer period of time. It may, for example, change the value of the character skills or the success change of a scheme. Scheme is a long-term intent to affect another characters in some way. Okay, what is scheme? Just a plan of a project. Okay. Some schemes are personal, while others are hostile. Personal scheme are schemes that aim to induce status between the scheme owner and the scheme target. The scheme owner usually performs scheme of this type without the involvement of agents. Examples include becoming lovers, friends, or simply increasing the scheme. Target's opinion of the scheme owner. Induce. Блять, уже полночь, я еще хуйня не поиграл, блять. Induce. Okay. A hostile scheme intended to cause harm to a character. Most hostile scheme make use of secrecy. Secrecy of scheme determines how likely it's for a scheme owner to remain undetected when the scheme is executed. Secrecy of scheme determines how likely it is for the scheme owner to remain undetected when the scheme is executed. Secrecy is directly influenced by success chance. Not all schemes make use of secrecy. Secrecy is directly influenced by success chance. Success chance. Chance of a scheme determines how likely it is for it to succeed when executed. A high success chance also increase the secrecy of the scheme. Different schemes have different things that increase success chance, but for hostile scheme it's always gained from having agents. Most scheme cap the minimum maximum success chance. For hostile scheme the lowest is 5% and the highest is 95%. Secret schemes that are discovered by scheme target have a reduced success chance. Not all schemes make use of secrecy, though hostile schemes commonly do. Okay, the hostile schemes are murder scheme, abduction. Abduction scheme. Похищение силой. Abduction scheme. The abduction scheme is a hostile scheme that aims to imprison its target. It is a secret scheme based on intrigue that can recruit agents. A successful abduction scheme will result in a scheme target being imprisoned by a scheme owner. Okay. Claim throne. A hostile scheme that allows carriers to gain a claim against very direct liege. Primary title. Ruler. Primary title is their highest rank title that they identify most closely with. Determine their coat of arms. Coat of arms, блять. They identify mostly close with their coat of arms and the name of their realm. If you control multiple titles of the same tier, you can choose какой tier, блять. Tier это, по-моему, ряд, да? Уровень. Да, слой, класс, уровень. For the same tier, you can choose which one should be a primary title. Name from a hostile scheme that allows a character to gain a claim against their direct liege primary title. Okay. Fabricate hook. A scheme where a character attempts to forge or manipulate their way into gaining a hook on a target. Fabricate hook. Hook, блять. Hook. Hook is a general term for a relationship between characters where one can get the others do their will. There are two types, weak hooks and strong hooks, which are acquired in different ways. Hooks can be used to force through many interactions, for example, marriage, proposal, and further contracts. Weak hooks. Weak hooks are very common hooks that you might have on a character who owes you a favor, or that you have manipulate to do your will. While there are many interactions where a will hook can be used, for example in marriage proposal, they cannot be used to force someone to become your agent in a murder scheme and does not provide a passive benefit. For that, a strong hook is necessary. Every child born to a noble house also owes their house head an initial weak hook. House head. Every house within a dynasty has a house head. It's kind of who wields certain unique powers over the members of the house. Wield. Блять, как они сделали неудобно уебки, блять. Это все, блять, приложение нахуй. Блять. Ебаный лингва лево. Wield. Wield. Обладать теоретической властью, обращаться, распоряжаться. Hold certain unique powers over the members of the house. Notably, the house head can legitimate bastards can call the members of the house to war and demand conversation of landed members. Landed characters are ruler who owns holder. Except in theocrats and republican commoners automatically becomes nobles. Nobles where they are landed, found in a new dynasty. Commoner or low-born character is not a member of a noble dynasty. They can, however, still be powerful rulers of theocracies and republicans. If a commoner becomes landed, they immediately become nobles and found their own dynasties, except in republics and theocracies, which are largely run by commoners. Commoners, как ты будешь по-русски, блядь? Простолюдин. Commoner, блядь, простолюдин. Окей, блядь. Landed. Okay, and weak hook. Okay, strong hook. Strong hook is a very powerful hook that might have on a character who you have blackmailed. Blackmailed. Okay, blackmail in our character criminal secret. We use a blackmail character interactions to potentially gain a hook on them. Strength this hook varies with the severity of the secret. Severity. 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 And who? Severity of the secret, which in turn is often determined by doctrines. Okay. One hook are much powerful than weak hooks and can force someone to forge. Forge. Блядь, ебать они сделали, охуеть. Я еще им платил деньги, блядь, за это. Ой, блядь, ебаные козлы, блядь. Пиздец, блядь. Блядь. Forge. Much powerful attack can force someone to terrible deeds for you, such as to become your agent in a murder scheme, additional to everything a weak hook can do. A strong hook also prevents the target from taking any hostile action toward the holder. Strong hooks are not spent when used, but instead go on a cooldown before they can be used again. The passive effect is not lost when the hook is used. Окей, блять. Hostile scheme, modifier, contribution, блять. Что такое contribution, блять? Я уже забыл, что такое contribution, блять. Contribution. Это вклад, содействие. Modifier may change the contribution of your vessel obligation. It's not the same as a base contribution. Блять. If you have a vessel that pays you 1 gold per month and you gain a modifier that increases the contribution by 10%, and you gain a modifier that increases contribution by 10%, then the vessel instead pays you 1.1 gold. And base contribution modifier may change the base contribution of your vessel obligation. If you have a vessel that has a total income of 10 gold and pay you 1 gold per month, and you gain a modifier that increases base contribution by 10%, then the vessel instead pays you 2 gold. What the Okay, if you have a vessel that has a total income of 10 gold, income, the remaining source of gold, but the two most important one are taxation or your own holdings and of your vessel income. Так, доход. Income. Okay. Contribution is just multiplies. But here, if you have a vessel with a total income, so my vessel earns 10 gold, and he pays me 1 gold per month, so it's kind of 10%. and you gain a modifier that increase base contribution by 10%, and the vessel instead pay you 2 gold. So he had 10% to pay me, and plus more 10%, so it will be in total 20%. So 20% is 2 gold of 10 gold. Okay, fuck. Contribution, vessel obligation. This contribution can in turn be modified by fine print option. Fine print. What the fuck? Fine print is nice game. I play for 1 fucking hour. Awesome game. Fine print. Fine print. Мелкий шрифт особенности договора. With a fine print. With a fine print option such as fortification right granted. Fortification rights granted and mark contract. Fortification right. Fortification rights granted. That for fortification right. Fortification rights. Фортификационное право. Заебись. Что такое фортификационное, блять? О, shit. Окей, fuck it. Polygamous. Нахуй. Counselor. Spouse. Powerful vassals. Okay, spouse. That was about the fucking spouse? Yeah, it was about concubinates, alliances. An alliance is a diplomatic relation between two rulers. Independent rulers can call on allies to join each other's wars. Alliances are created and maintained through a marriage or betrothal. Betrothal is a promise of a future marriage. Betrothal. Помолвка. Betrothal is a promise of a future marriage that can be made when either party is not yet adult. Betrothals can grant alliances just like marriages, but can easily be broken. Upon adulthood, the betrothal can be converted in a proper marriage. As long as the two characters that are wed are close enough related to the two rules. For example, if a king marries off his daughter to another king's son, the two kings become allies. Leeches can also create alliances with their vassals. Leeches can also create alliance. Leech can also create alliance with their vessels. The leech cannot call the vessels to war. Cannot call vessels to war, but it prevents them from joining. And also create alliances with their vessels. The leech cannot call the vessels to war, but it prevents them from joining factions. Faction is a group of vassals with common political interests. The local population of countries can also join certain types of factions, such as peasant faction. Peasant faction. Factions become dangerous once their dissonant reaches a certain point, at which time they will issue an ultimatum. If the Lich does not comply, the faction will rise up in revolt, sparking a civil war. Okay, in revolt. 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 Окей, faction. Что такое faction? Faction. Это же фракция, группировка. Faction. And dissonant is a measure of how close a faction is to issuing an ultimatum. Discontent. Discontent is a measure of how faction is to issuing to an ultimatum. 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 Okay, блядь. In a faction, military power is even if faction's military power is at the threshold, so discontent will increase every month. If military power is below the threshold. Блять. Okay. Next. Affection material is threshold, guys. Threshold. 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 Is that the threshold? The sun will increase every month. Very powerful faction will have their this content rise quickly. Back again. Let's repeat. This content, yes. Блядь, грузись ты, ёпта, блядь, тупая программа, блядь, нахуй, ёбаная хуйня, блядь. Discontent. And threshold. Discontent will raise every month. And ultimatum, так. Ultimatum, окей. Faction. Короче, нахуй, надо играть, я заебался читать уже. Alliances, marriage, legitimate. Counselor, spouse, powerful vassals. If not appointed to one of this position, meaning you often have to make a choice when located, блять. Placating, блять. Placating. Где это было, блять? When this, I mean, placating powerful vessels or appointing someone who is actually competent. Competent. Serving as a counselor to your liege gives you a bonus, which increases with the rank of liege. The person equivalent of title tier rank determines the position of a ruler within a hierarchy. Hierarchy. Hierarchy, блядь. Hierarchy. Rank determines the position within the hierarchy of the game. All titles here have an associated rank, which determines the highest possible rank of vassals that the holder can have. Emperor, King, Duke, Count, Baron, блять, ёпта, блять. Такой Duke Duchy is a title. Так, давай Duchy. Duchy, герцогство, Duchy title, rank and below king and above a country. Так, Duke, герцог. Герцог. Ага. Count is title, rank and below Duchy and above it barony. граф. Блять, да, дюк. Герцог, граф, блять. Baron. Count. Baron. Baron, the lowest rank. Okay, count. Don't include the country capital on the count as well. Okay, fuck it. Окей, Spymaster, блядь. Это все было про поводу Spymaster. Ёпта, блядь. Я тут перечитал, блядь, книжку. Opinion, spouse, Spymaster, vessel. The vessel provides, okay. Levies. Okay. Each holder provides a set number of levies to the holder vessels. In turn, provide a part of the levies to the leech. Levies are made up of mostly poorly armed fighters, peasant militants, ruffians. Так, ruffian. Не Russian, блядь, ruffian. Говорец, блядь. Блядь, грузись, пожалуйста. Блядь, грузись, сука. Ruffian. Local cell sorts. Блядь. Cell sword. Cell sword. Ну, чё, блядь? Ёпта, блядь, мать. Ой, блядь, Cell Sword, блядь. Наемник. Назови его, блядь, Mercenary, блядь. Он нахуй Cell Sword, блядь. Destitute Nobles, блядь. Ой, блядь. Cell Sword. Destitute. Блять. Destitute. Блять. Destitute. Nobles. Minor или minor, блять. Minor. Minor landowners. It's selected and are considered their own unit type. A levy has 10 damage and 10 toughness. The other type of soldiers in the game are men at arms, expensive trained professionals. Alright, let's translate. Man at arms, blять. Okay, let's wait. We have a lot of time to fucking wait your goddamn fucking loading. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Man at arms. Please. Man at arms. Люди с оружием в руках. Охуенно, блядь. Охуенно. Все, охуенно. Перевод, все, вообще нет претензий, блядь. Soldiers collected terms for the troop on a regiment. Or a regiment is a group of soldiers, a single type, archers, footmen of levies. Although levies are organized into regiments, the ones of real interest are the men-at-arms regiment. полк, это полк. Regiment, это полк. Окей. Soldiers, battles, sieges, fuck it. Gold, fuck this gold. Title creation, fuck it. Title, fuck it. Ебать. Это я все почитал про тайтлы. Ебануться. World consists of large... Okay. I need a 5-minute break. Oh. Be right back.
This is rippling. This is rippling. Nostromo. Destroyed. With a little luck. The network will pick me up. This is rippling. Signing off. signing off.
Okay, now let's talk about the game. Everything takes place on a map before you. The world consists of large, small territories, landed titles held by various rulers. Titles are represented by elaborate coats of arms, shown as icon on a map. The icon representing your realm is that your primary title, most important and prestigious title you hold. Okay, the primary title. Okay, title. Primary tag. What is elaborate? Elaborate is elaborate. Конкретизировать разработанное, блядь. By elaborate. Вы знаете, elaborate. Тщательно разработанный, конкретизированный. What the fuck? Elaborate coats of arms. The icon representing your realm is that your primary title. Okay, let's translate primary title. Okay, right, next. So this is my pretty kingdom. A petty kingdom of monster. Feudal Dutch tier realm. 3 titles. Petty. What is petty? What is petty, please? Хорошенький. Не, petty. Петя, блять, мелкий. Petty, блять. Petty kind of a monster. Eldrum of Command. Okay, Eldrum. Eldrum. Графство, титул графа округа. Earldom. Графство, титул графа, графский. Графа, окей. И Earldom of Ennis. Claim. Kingdom of Ireland. Okay. Next. Borders. If you hover over your character portrait, the coat of arms over your realm capital, Lumnik, will grow and will glow in the entirety. What the fuck? Блять. Entirety. Come on, блядь, грузись, ёпта, блядь, заебало нахуй. Entirety of your realm will be highlighted. Monster is your primary title, which is why your realm is named after it. Which is why. Okay. Which is why. Which is why your realm is named after it. Monster. Like I'm a monster. Блять. Монстр. Да грузи ты, ёб твою мать, тупая, блять, приложуха, сука. Блять, это пиздец какой-то нахуй. Мюнстерский какой-то, блять. We also hold the earldom of command as a separate title. As you zoom out, you will read monster on this part of map because you are the top ruler of the area. Aha, monster. Okay. Where's the portrait? Where's my fucking portrait? Where is my fucking portrait? Sibling. Player. Ear. Fine spouse. What the fuck? I have a here. I have a ear, but I don't have a wife. Portrait. I think this is portrait. Okay. It's more kind of 3D model, not much portrait. Okay, anyway, let's next. As a ruler, you can only hold so much land on your own. You will often have other rulers helping with the administration of the realm by holding land titles within your board, making them your vassals. To find your own land, your domain, press the home key and zoom in. Once closer up, you can see blue labels on a baronies that belong to you. In this case, it will only be Lumnik, this. Blue titles, yes, blue titles. You can see the labels. Okay, the earldom of Ormond is held by your vassal. Barony of Lumnik. Great Kingdom. The earldom of Ormond is held. What is the earldom of Ormond? I don't see it. Where is it? God damn. So this earldom of. Okay, this is my land. And this is earldom of Ormond, feudal country ruler. Hero ranks of Ormond, United Success Low. Line of succession, all of. Click to interact. I don't see it's kind of my vassal. I don't see it. Bishopric. Bishopric. Сан епископа и епископство. Bishopric. Kind of prick. Prick by B. Bishop, ёпта, бля. Bishopric. City of Clonmel. Older mayor skill of Clonmel. Okay, I understand. But I don't see, wait. Okay, I see the feudal, country rank rulers, here vanguards of Ormond, with restraints. 182 soldiers, succession low. Olaf Rangoldsson. Of Jord. Так, Lumnik. Feudal Duchy. And Quills. Ruler U. Okay, U. Okay, I understand. Characters. You play one of the main characters in this world represented by characters avatars. Your character is the ruler of a realm. You will need to make sure that your dynasty survives and thrives throughout the ages. Your titles give you power and control over territory as well as over other characters who might hold titles and land of their own. Click on your character. Okay, click. Characters have skills indicated their proficiency. Блять. Proficiency within. Блять. Proficiency, okay. What is proficiency? What proficiency is? Proficiency. Менее знание, it's kind of skill. Proficiency, it's kind of skill. Indicating the proficiency within. In certain fields. Some are great talkers, while others prefer to make their intent clear on a battlefield. Intent. Okay, wait a sec. Intent. Intent. Intent clear on the battlefield. The main skills are diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, learning, martial. Because how good I get at the waging war. Wage and martial. Battle, okay. Stewardship. Stewardship is a skill that helps rulers manage their domains. It directly increases taxation, making it a very useful skill for all rulers. The corresponding lifestyle is a stewardship lifestyle. Every 5 points of stewardship increase in the main limit by 1. Stewardship by 1. Так. Okay, let's translate stewardship. Руководство. Так, maintenance. Stewardship. Okay, remember, since the text above is highlighted, you can mouse over each skill for breakdown of what it entails. Breakdown is breakdown. can mouse over the skills for a breakdown of what it entails. Entail. What does it mean? Entails. Okay. Learning is a skill measurement of character literacy and wisdom. Literacy. What is literacy? Literacy. Это грамотность, окей. Literacy. Literacy. Okay. Learning skill. The rules affects the cost of increasing crown authority and also yields an amount of monthly piety. Piety is... I forgot. Piety represents the virtue. Oh, блять, я уже забыл, блять. Virtue, piety, and virtue. Where is virtue? Virtue. Достоинство. Подожди, а piety, блять. Кубок уважения почти. Конечно, кому-либо. Piety. Okay. Characters with high learning can be expected to have. Characters with high learning can be expected to have extensive knowledge of all common scholarly endeavors. Whoa. Endeavors. Endeavor. Стремление, попытка. Scholar, блять. Как? Scholarly endeavors, including theology, philosophy, language, and mathematics. The corresponding lifestyle is a life. Models rulers may choose a lifestyle which will in turn allow them to select a focus and start gaining perks. Lifestyle is learn lifestyle. Learn lifestyle is suitable for characters who want to live long and healthy lives. Gain piety and gain additional bonus from their faith. Okay. Okay, this is my skills. Nice. Next. Traits. Whoa. What is trait? Traits. Please. Load. Please. Traits. Traits, особенности. Also have traits which can affect skills as well as how they react to things. These are illustrated by icons in the character view. Some traits tell you about the character's personality, like fickle. Oh my god. My fucking English, huh? Fickle. Fickle, calm, and generous. Other traits are specific to how a character has lived their life, such as education trait or commander traits. Paid against most character follow their martial education. Upon reaching adulthood, he received the trait skilled tactician. Great skilled tactician. Тактичать. Фу. Такти. Такти. Tactician. Tactician. You are temperate, wrathful, impatient. Oh, you temperate. Temperate, wrathful. Wait a sec, temperate and wrathful? How it's supposed to be combined? It's kind of earth and sky. What? Temperate and wrathful and impatient. Impatient. From this you can see that your character typically leads a modest life and expects others to do the same, and is quick to anger when they don't. Leads to modest life and expect others to do the same. Modest. What is modest? What is modest? Modest. Modest. Modest life. Modest. And expects others to do the same, and is quick to anger when they don't. When a character chooses to behave contrary to their personal traits, it can cause their stress. When a character chooses to behave contrary When a character chooses to behave contrary to their personal traits, it can use them stress. Stress measures a character's mental well-being. Characters gain stress when taking actions that conflict with their personality. Characters who gain enough stress will also gain a stress level, causing various negative effects that persist until they manage to reduce. Cause various negative effects that persist until they manage to reduce. Persist. Persist. Also gain a stress level. Every 100 stress a character accumulates also cause them to gain a stress level. This level range from 0 to 3, with each level imposing increasing penalties to a character's fertility. Fertility. It measures how able character is to produce fertility. Плодородие. Fertility. Stress levels range every character also cause them to gain a stress level. Stress level 1 to from 0 to 3, which with each level imposing increasing penalties to character health. In addition, as long as the character has at least one stress level, they are In addition, as long as a character has at least one stress level, they are vulnerable to a mental vulnerable to the mental breaks. When stress overwhelms a character, they will experience a mental break, a personal crisis in which they feel that they must do something to lower their stress, no matter the cost. When stress overwhelms a character, they experience a mental break, personal crisis in which they feel they must do something. Okay, characters suffering from a mental break will have several ways that they can deal with the situation. Though many of them will have negative consequences. At low stress level, these consequences are minor and easily managed. As stress level increases, however, so do these consequences, eventually leading to insanity and even death. Stress level increases, however. Alright. Traits can also impact how other characters react to you. Some people are impressed by brave traits, while a lustful character is more likely to feature in slashers. Gossip. Lustful. Okay, lustful. Is more likely to feature in salacious. Salacious gossip. Traits influence other characters' morality and greed, which can affect both their friendly and hostile actions. Oh shit. Opinion. All characters, yes, all have an opinion of one another, which drives their behavior. Low opinion can cause people to rise up against you or be unwilling to help you. High opinion can, on the other hand, make characters more inclined to join your murder scheme or fall for your seduction. Make characters more inclined to you to join your murder scheme or fall in your seduction. Seduction scheme is a personal scheme that aims to make the scheme target one's lover. A multitude of factors determine the success chance, including opinion, traits, compatibility, and marriage status. Seduction scheme may be secret, depending on who the target is. Okay, which words I don't know aims to determine. Let's check the determine. Determine this. Okay, compatibility. 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 Okay, блять. Gold. Monthly income. Main vessel taxes. To further your goals, you will need gold. Among other things, gold pays for buildings, armies, and bribes. Gold is collected passively from both your holdings and your vessels as tax. Larger vessels and more important holdings tend to give more tax. However, money can buy everything. Certain things can only be achieved by spending the right amount of prestige or, for religious matters, piety. Okay, prestige. Prestige presents a character's fame, social standing. Standing. And fame. Oh, game, блядь. Fame. Да, блядь, fame, please. Fame. 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 Okay. Fame. Slava. Prestige can be spent on various worldly matters depending on government form, doctrines, etc. etc. Every time a character gains prestige, they also progress toward the next level of fame. Okay. A character's level of fame measures their general reputation and how well perceived they are by everyone. Perceived. Oh. Perceived. Each time a character gains prestige, they also progress toward the next level of fame. Levels are disgraced, established, distinguished, illustrious, exalted among men. Oh shit. The living legend. Okay, let's translate. It's great to understand. Established. 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 Distinguished. 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 Lustrous. Illustrious. 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 Exalted. 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 Exalt. 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 Okay. You can see the current state of your gold, prestige, and piety in the bar at the top right. Okay, this is my gold, prestige, level of fame, established, progress or distinguished, piety, and renown. Level of smoke. What? Renown. Renown. Renown, известность. Renown. level of splendor. Блеск, великолепие. Блеск. Splendor. Splendor. It's noteworthy and significant and noteworthy. Noteworthy. Okay. Next. Prestige. Your prestige tells you how respected you are. It can be earned passively over time by holding many titles, for example, or actively, such as by marrying into prestigious dynasties or fighting as an ally in wars. Whenever you earn prestige, you build towards your next level of fame. High level of fame makes other characters think better of you, and bring powerful ways to wage war. Some actions cost prestige. 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 Like declaring war. This action allow you to leverage your celebrity for your own benefit. Leverage. This action allow you to leverage your celebrity for your own benefit, and character won't think less of you for using them. Spending prestige does not affect your level of fame progress. Just your current prestige. Okay, wait a sec. So I can spend it, but I can like a downgrade or what? Spending prestige does not affect your level of fame. Established. So I can't downgrade, right? Piety. With a lot of piety, you will have an easier time interacting with your head of faith. Head of faith is a formal leader of a faith. The power of nature of the head of faith depends on the doctrines of the faith. Some faiths have a spiritual head of faith, the Pope. God say Pope. Some of temporal head of faith and a Caliph. A temporal head of faith acts much like a normal ruler, with the head of faith title being destroyed should they lose, with the head of faith title being destroyed should they lose all their land. Should the doctrine. How to pronounce doctrine? Doctrines. Should the doctrines of the faith allow for great holy wars, they will be directed. Jihad. Caliph. Caliph. Okay, Caliph. And some do not have a head of faith at all. Is you a Catholic? This is Pope. Catholic. Piety can be gained passively from the learning skin and virtues. Oh shit. Virtues. Virtuous. Virtuous. Деятельность целомудренная. Virtuous. Right, we get positive from the learned skill and virtuous, trained intellectually. Actually from pious. Ох, блядь. Pious. Pious such as doing on a pilgrimage to holy sites. Such journey may be filled with both opportunity and peril. But upon reaching their destination, character will earn piety and may receive other rewards. You also have a level of devotion. Devotion, which builds over time whenever you gain piety and can have positive effects of your character. Similar to prestige, some action require you to spend piety, like declaring holy words or creating a new faith. Spending piety like this is normal, and other characters won't think worse of you for it. Like this is normal, and other characters won't think worse of you. Okay, I understand. Fuck. Lifestyle. As a wall of traits, your character can also pick lifestyle, where lifestyle of each skill lifestyle represents what you put the most effort into day to day, and each one has several focuses inside relating to your focus. Each last contains a number of focuses. One of each must be chosen upon selecting lifestyle. Focuses provides passive bonuses. Influence the type of event let appear. Having the temptation focus will boost fertility. Temptation. Boost fertility and increase the chance of seduction themed events appearing. Characters can switch between focuses which are the same lifestyle without losing the ability to gain experience in that lifestyle. Each lifestyle contains a number of focuses. Okay. As well as traits, you can also pick a lifestyle. There are 5 lifestyles. Okay, lifestyle. Adult rules may choose a lifestyle, which will in turn allow them to select the focus and start gaining perks. Perks. There's unlockable boons. Boon. Boon. That provides many useful and interesting effects. They are unlocked by selecting a focus within a lifestyle and spending the associated form. Unlocked by selecting a focus within a lifestyle and spending focus. Spending the associated form of experience. Lifestyle experience is accumulated passively by having focus selected or granted by events. There are different types of lifestyle experience, one per lifestyle category. Gaining enough lifestyle experience within a category will award a perk. Ooh. Each lifestyle has its own type of experience, which is used to purchase perk. For example, experience in the trick lifestyle is necessary to gain perks such as Dreadful or like Wits in a Garden. Dreadful. Dreadful or like Wits. The lifestyles are Diplomacy lifestyle, Stewardship, Martial, and Trick Learning. Okay. Lifestyle represents what you put the most effort into day to day, and each one has several focuses inside relating to it. Every focus gives you an EQ bonus and make events associated with that focus more likely to happen. Click the lifestyle button highlighted. Oh, this is the lifestyle, yes? Lifestyle none. You have not selected lifestyle. Click here the lifestyle, okay. Click on any lifestyle to see it focuses. As time goes by, go by. Your character will earn lifestyle experience for maintaining a particular lifestyle. When you acquire enough lifestyle experience, you can select one of that lifestyle's perks from any of its trees. Perks represent you practicing and developing yourself over time and offer unique bonuses like special traits. Traits, блядь, я забыл, что такое трейд. Трейд, блядь. Traits. Особенности, по-моему, да? Я не грузин, блядь. Traits. Камон, блядь, грузи, заебала, блядь. Тупая программа, блядь. Еб твою мать, блядь. Сука, Эд. Traits. Or unlock lifestyle specific mechanics and content such as the ability to start production schemes. As an example, strategy, authority, and chivalry This is all grand martial experience, which can be used to acquire any of the martial lifestyle perks. Completing perk trees leads to different lifestyle trees. Okay, one more time. My character will earn experience or maintains a particular lifestyle. When you acquire enough lifestyle experience, you can select one of that lifestyle perks from any of trees. Блять, click on there, see focuses. You'll earn focuses. So this is a lifestyle. Each lifestyle has focuses. Inside the focuses, I have kind of I don't know what the fuck is it. Trigger depending let stage just item go by or experience focus. Okay, experience is accumulated especially by having a focus selected or granted by events. There are different types of lifestyle experience, one per lifestyle category. Gaining enough lifestyle experience within a category will award a perk. This is a perk. Yes, looks like this is perk from this. Okay, this is a perk as I see. Okay, you can select one of that lifestyle perks from any of its trees. So I gain experience, kind of points of experience, and I can spend them on a perks from any of these trees. Martial experience, martial unlocked. Perks represent you practicing and developing yourself over time, and offer unique bonus like special traits or unlock lifestyle specific mechanics and content, such as an ability to start production schemes. For example, the strategy. Okay, let's check the strategy, authority, and chivalry. Focuses all grand martial experience, which can be used to acquire any of martial lifestyle perks. Or any of the martial lifestyle perks. Overseer. Completing perk trees leads to different lifestyle traits. How to understand which traits it leads? Strategy focus. Luck can win a duel, a fool can win a battle. Takes more to win a war. Authority focus to rule is to make all the aspects of the realm move to unison, work together. Unison. Unison, work together, and chivalry focus. Victory comes not through blood or gold, but honor. Chivalry. Chivalry. Рыцарство. Chivalry. Martial +3, martial experience, focus, Willem Justin. Casus Belli Cost. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? OSIA. Need to select the focus in this lifestyle. Ah. What the f. You need to select the focus. The focus. Wait a sec. So this strategy focus is for this strategist. Authority focus for overseer. What the fuck is this? I don't know. Authority martial. Martial experience. You need to select the focus on this lifestyle to unlock this perk. No martial perk unlock available. Natural dread, control growth. Defender. It's kind of more control of occupied territories. Yes. Strategist. Again, the trait strategist and trait overseer. Overseer. Martial +3, dread gain +10. Natural dread. The dread gain. Dread gain +10. Dread is a measure of how feared a ruler is. Ruler increase dread by performing cruel and heinous acts. What is heinous? Oh no. Heinous. Гнусный. Heinous acts such as torturing and executing prisoners. Dread makes it viable to play as a tyrant, because unruly vessels can become intimidated. Intimidated or terrified, making them too scared to oppose you. The character's dread can range from 0 to 100. Over time, their dread will tend toward their natural dread, which is defined by their personality traits. Dreadful ruler reaps the following benefits. Vassals are discouraged from joining factions. Vassals are discouraged from scheming. Increased vassal acceptance. Increase offer sterilization acceptance. And interaction offering vassalage to an independent ruler of lower rank, peacefully adding them to the realm. Make electors. Electors are the characters who get to vote on their preferred title here under elective succession laws. Elective. The specific law determines who is considered an elector. Succession law. Every ruler has a main succession law that determines what happens to their titles on succession.
Elect.
Succession. Succession. It's kind of inheritance. In addition, an individual title can sometimes have its own succession law that take precedence. Fuck. Precedence. Precedence. An individual title can sometimes have its own succession law that takes precedence over the default one. For example, the Holy Roman Empire might be elective, even though the emperor has partition as main successional law. Elective, блять. Ох ты пиздец, блять. Of course, when a rule dies, dividing their gold to join among their heirs according to the succession law. Players will keep playing as their player heir even if some titles are lost to other characters. If there are no player heirs, the game will end. So if I have no heirs, game is over. Some rare circumstances can force a succession to occur even before a rule dies, such as losing an excommunication war. Legally speaking, however, rules may not choose to abdicate. People may not choose to abdicate on their own. Abdicate. Abdicate on their own. Решение права святого причастия, отлучения, блять. Excommunication war. Excommunication war. In excommunication war, the attackers are fighting to remove an excommunicated rulers from power. If victorious, the attackers will gain a large amount of piety and the approval of their head of faith, while the excommunicated rulers is forced to abdicate to their heir. However, if the excommunicated ruler wins, the head of faith is forced to revoke their excommunications, as they have proven their righteousness on the battlefield. Revoke. Okay, one more time. In addition, an original title can sometimes have its own succession law that takes precedence over the default one. For example, the Holy Roman Empire might be elective, even though the emperor has partition as main successful law. Partition. Разделение, перегородка. You can only change succession law when at the appropriate level of. You can only change succession law when at the appropriate level of crown authority. Crown authority represents the general power that the ruler wields over their vassals. Wield. There are 4 levels of crown authority: autonomous, vassal, limited, high, and absolute. Increasing crown authority cost and amount of prestige, depending on the level of the ruler's learning skill. Vessel dislike higher levels of crown authority. Vessel dislike high level of crown authority and lowering it in the primary. Lowering it is the primary goal of Liberty factions. Liberty faction seeks to lower the crown authority and, if applicable, their own feudal contracts. If successful, the leech will be unable to change the crown authority on the realm for some time. Crown authority. Так. Prison. Succession law. Elective. Electors are the characters who get their title under elective. Elective. Kind of session law. There's some kind of council will elect one of my ears, or what? How does it work? The specific law determines who is considered an elector. Okay, make electors more likely to vote as you do. Make less unlikely to oppose law changes. Not that brave and bold vessels. Not that brave and bold vessels are less affected by dread. Brave and bold. 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 Okay, that it was about what? It was about the dread. Oh shit, and chivalry. Prowess. Prowess. What the fuck is this? Prowess. Udel. A prowess. Prowess. Oh. A secondary skill that reflects the character's aptitude in personal combat. Aptitude. 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 A high prowess skill means they are more likely to survive and perform both as knight in battle and in duels. Each point of prowess gives a knight damage 10, toughness 100, toughness 10. Increase in prowess will increase the character's muscle mass. Okay, martial. Martial skill indicates how good a character is at waging war and leading armies in battle. High martial skill is important for army commanders since it improves their advantage in battle. The corresponding lifestyle is a martial lifestyle. The control. Control measures the grip that the government has on the population of the country. It is crucial, especially for collecting taxes from the holdings. When it can change hands through war, controls goes down drastically, which is a good reason to vassalize the current holder instead, if the casus belli allows. Country control can also be damaged by siege and peasant uprising. Peasant faction is populated by countries with low popular opinion. Unlike other factions, this one will always revolt, even if faction multipower is low, as peasants are generally both optimistic and illiterate. Successful peasant revolts was significantly lower control in your realm. Illiterate. Бля, такой листрейт, блядь, ёпта. Illiterate. Illiterate. Populate attack. Revolt. Successful peasant. Uprising. Uprising, okay, and uprising is the same as revolt, yes? Revolt. Восставать, that's the same. Uprising. Low control may lead to country corruption, and the primary way to increase control is a consular task available to your marshal. Так, wait a sec. So, lead to your country corruption. While a country has low control or its holder is in debt, country might acquire country corruption. There are various kinds of negative country modifier. Country corruption will fade over time, but if the root cause persists, debt or low control may reappear. Marshals increase control and country council task can clear out country corruption faster. Marshals increase control. The primary way to increase control is consular tasks. Consular tasks are important jobs that are given to your consulars. These tasks can either be general or specifically target a country or court. Every rule has a court. Consider various unnamed characters who serve the liege. Usually the courtiers consist of Lord's family and mix of unrelated but potentially useful nobles and commoners. A court. Court двор, окей. Так, казус белли. Cause of war requires to declare war on another rules. Required to declare war on another rules. The cause belli specified that the war is about usually a specific territory, the war target. It's not possible to gain anything more than the casus belli allows, regardless of how soundly the enemy is defeated. One of the most important casus belli are claims, whether they come from cession, or the fabricate claim on country. Succession. Fabricate claim on country. Counselor task performed by the court chaplain. Targets a country and builds progress over time. At 100 progress, a claim can be fabricated for a cost of gold. So this is a control and surely так. Prowess and attraction. Привлекательность. Attraction is a type of opinion that only affects characters whose sexual orientation matches your gender. For example, a homosexual man would experience this opinion towards other men, and this character experiences little or no attraction to other characters regardless of gender. Character changes to characters of their own gender, would not experience it towards anyone. And heterosexual woman would experience it towards men. This type of opinion stops having an effect for women above 50 years of age, and for men about 65 years of age. Battle advantage makes one side in battle do more damage. The higher the advantage, the more damage the soldier will do. Battles often start with one side having a higher advantage based on terrain and martials. Battles often start with one side having a high advantage based on terrain and martial skill and command traits of the commander. Either side may gain additional advantage from commander roles. Advantage rolls are made by each commander during battle. These are done on a scale from 0 to 10 and are completely random, but can have a decisive effect on the outcome of the battle. Decisive effect on the outcome. Terrain. Each burner has a specific domain terrain which can affect things like supply, movement speeds of armies, the efficacy of the various types of men-at-arms, regiments in battle, and buildings that can be constructed there. Many commander traits also deal with trains. Efficacy. Okay. Okay, so causes barely cost. So perks unlock complete perk tree. Okay, choose a focus. So as I do understand, I have to choose the strategy focus to unlock this strategist perk. You will gain the perk strategist, diplomacy +1, martial +3, enemy Fatal casualties plus 25. Crosses water without advantage spear notice. Yes. Merchant is a dedicated student of the art of war, capable of turning any situation in their advantage. Merchant. What is merchant? Merchant. Бля, да грузи ты, заебал ты, блядь, ебаный лингвалео, ебацкий, блядь. Мучат, блядь, please. Мучат, мучат, just мучат. No translation, okay. Мучат, maybe, but I don't know, what the fuck is this? Okay, let's select the strategic focus. Select strategy focus. Huh? Select. Yes, I do. Luck can win a duel. Focusing. Ah, okay, it's kind of approval. Can only be changed every 5 years. Base 25. Skilled tactician. Monthly martial arts experience plus 30%. Martial experience. Okay, yes, select. Alright. I understand. Other characters. What the what a tutorial. Man, I played I'm played 3 hours. 3 hours for one tutorial. No way. I even got a headache. Okay, other characters. Now having selected focus, we can move on to other people. Interacting with other characters is key. In Crusader King III, and you have many options. How do so? You can right click on a character portrait, include your own, and get a list of potential interactions such as arranging, marrying, or initiation scheme. This is also where you start wars, but let's save that for later. Really? Open your character view. Alright. Right click your player ears character portrait to see the interactions available. Bam. Let's start with the basic. Everybody likes gold. Try sending a bribe to your player here. Most interactions will bring up a second window with details when selected. You can confirm or cancel an action in this window. To continue, confirm a send GIF interaction to your ear. Right. What the fuck is this in-game menu? In-game menu. Oh, okay. Ooh. Send the gift. What about to arrange marriage? Sway. Brian by Merchant, блять. Point ward and guardian. Clergy, okay, take vows. Yes. Find spouse. Why can marriage my own son in this game? What? It's not fair. Okay, send a gift. Imprison, murder, How much is your child? Where attempt to sway improving his opinion of you. Deduce. Not. Brian was attracted to me. Oh. So if my ear was if my ear was a homosexual, so in theory I could marry him. So green titles. One or more of your personally held titles to Brian. One more. Appoint this court position. Appoint your son and here to be a court physician. The court physician is responsible for the health and well-being of the court they are in. They will treat disease and suture wounds, alleviating the negative effects of traits such as pneumonia and wounded. Each rules can employ one court physician. What is suture? Suture. No translation. Okay. Let's send gift. Let's confirm. Okay, this is additional window. Send pays 50 gold to Brian. Effects Brian Mark gains your opinion of you. Your 13 opinion of you. Father plus 10. Confederate portion. Confederate. Confederate. Same dynasty, personal diplomacy. And temperate. Virtue plus 10. Virtue, every faith considers virtuous. Virtuous. Virtue, добродетельный. Virtue, достоинство. What's from can consider virtuous. Bonus piety, everyone. Так. Right, send a gift. Well done. You have successfully increased somebody's opinion of you. Know the feed message in the lower right. This is where. Where? Oh, yes. Send gift. You paid 15 gold. Gains opinion. Okay, this is where mildly interesting but non-crucial information appears and goes away after a little while when paused. Certain opinion modifies last forever, like family bonds. Other will wane over time, like the fading memory of receiving a monetary gift. Why, you son of a bitches? Wayne. Wayne, bitch, please. Какой wave? Wayne. Please work, you fuck. Блять, приложение, блять. Wayne, okay. If you hover your cursors over the opinion number on another character, you can see exactly where the various numbers are coming from. It is due to a marriage, alliance, or gift of gold, or simply that they appreciate your honest nature. Okay, yeah, and received minus 1.2 a year. Okay, I understand. Planet Family, fuck. Yeah, I shouldn't start the stream. Planet Family Dynasty. Let's talk about a dynasty. At the same time goes on, unless a character meets with untimely accident or terrible disease, they will grow old and eventually die. The story doesn't end there. It's only game over if you do not have an ear in your owner. Okay guys, I think I have to stop my stream. I'm not sure it's really interesting for stream when I read in my fucking English language this boring text. So thank you and see ya.
This is rippling. This is rippling.